Last night at the Big A, it all came together for the Halos as they got great starting pitching, run support with timely hitting, solid defense, and a closer that shut the door. Tonight, the Halos look to turn the page on April as they go for 2 in a row to start May. Twins and Angels next.
A little bit of June gloom here in the month of May to kick off this month. The Halos wrapped up the month of April with a victory last night. Tonight it is game number 2 against the visiting Minnesota Twins. Hi everybody from inside the Big A. We welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Prime Ticket. I'm Victor Rojas along with my partner Mark Gubizem. As we all know, it's been well documented the Angels offense has continued to struggle. One guy that has stood out though, Torrey Hunter. He's done it with the glove, he's done it with the legs, and he's certainly done it with the bat.
Well, Victor, he's allowed everyone to jump on his back as he tries to get the team to play a little more consistent baseball. The defense has been there for Torrey. What a great throw he had there in Cleveland to be able to make the throw to the plate. And it was a perfect throw to get Cabrera. And then, of course, that swing going the other way. He talked to us about getting that swing going to right center field and culminated last night with a 2-run shot to left center field. He's done tremendous his last 4 games. Batting average over 300, but the thing that jumps for me, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's had a ton of success against his former teammates, the Minnesota Twins. So look for him to drive the ball well the other way. Anything inside part of the plate, that's when he'll hit the left.
Torrey had a big game last night. 3 runs batted in. He'll be facing Francisco Liriano. As will the other Angels. Jerome Williams will get the start for the Halos. Just about ready for baseball. Sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we return.
Angels Baseball is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. By Hyundai, the votes are in. The Hyundai Elantra is the 2012 North American Car of the Year. Visit your Southern California Hyundai dealer today. And by 76 Gas, we're on the driver's side. Always a gorgeous shot high above the Big A. Jerome Williams and the Angels not wasting any time as we get ready for this second game of the 3-game set against the visiting Minnesota Twins. We'll take a look at Ron Gardenhire's starting 9. As Denard Span leading things off, he is in center field. Lexi Casilla moves up from the 9-hole to the 2nd spot of the order. He's at second base. Joe Mauer, who had the day off yesterday, will serve as the DH. Josh Willingham off to a terrific start. He's in left field. Danny Valencia at third base. Ryan Doman the catcher. Chris Parmley's at first base. Cleet Thomas sees action for the first time in this series. He is in right field. And Jamie Carroll batting 9th and playing shortstop as they take on Jerome Williams, who has a 1-1 record and a 5.51 ERA.
Boy, he's throwing the ball extremely well. His last 2 starts, controlling the strike zone. Very good cut fastball, 2-seam fastball, slider, and good changeup also. Above all, utilizing that infield defense with that sinker.
Halos coming off that nice 4-3 victory yesterday. As Denard Span steps in, he had a 1-hit performance last night, 1 for 5. It was good enough to extend his hitting streak to 11 games. The RBI, his 5th, as Jerome delivers a strike to start this one off. Span hitting .330 on the season. That's 8th best in the American League. Ground ball, and that is past the diving Alberto Callasqua and the diving Eric Ibars. Span picks up a leadoff base hit, make that a 12-game hitting streak. We'll take a look at the defense for the Halos this evening. Vernon Wells is in left field, Mike Trout in center, Torrey Hunter in right, Alberto Callasqua and Eric Ibar. We just saw them on the left side of the infield. Howie Kendrick and Albert Pujols on the right. Chris Iannetta back behind the plate.
And Albert Pujols was extremely busy last night with C.J. Wilson on the hill. Should be again tonight with Jerome Williams, a sinker ball pitcher. 2-time Gold Glover. I'll tell you what, he's unbelievable on that flip to the pitcher covering the base also. That's not an easy thing to be able to do if you're a right-handed thrower as a first baseman. He's been perfect at that.
Here's Alexi Casilla as Jerome Williams steps off. Casilla switch hitter. A big game last night, 3 for 4, including an RBI double. Swinging the bat much better over the last 4 games, 8 for his last 12. Fastball is high, 1 ball, no strikes. Jerome Williams, the last time out, got a no decision. Facing the Tampa Bay Rays, 7 innings, allowed just 2 runs, striking out 6, walking 3, and allowing 5 hits.
Jerome has a quick move to first base. We've seen him pick the base runner off at second base this season. Base stealers have been successful in both attempts against him, though. He's got to quicken up, maybe do a slide step to be able to give Iannetta a better chance to throw out a would-be base stealer.
And in that start against the Rays, he gave up back-to-back hits to start that ball game. Starting with Span, quick pickoff attempt at first base. And Denard is able to get back in there. It's a 2-ball, no-strike count on Casilla now.
Well, when a manager puts a pitch out 1-0, he has a lot of trust in his pitcher, that just in case it doesn't work like it did in there, that he can come back in the strike zone with a pitch in the very next one.
Span with 3 stolen bases. He's been caught twice. Minnesota with 13 overall bags as Jerome delivers a strike. And it is 2-1. There's 13 stolen bases, 6th in the American League. There's Ron Gardenhire in the back. Tough news yesterday with Justin Morneau coming out of the game due to a sore left wrist. He flew back to Minneapolis. He's scheduled to come back tomorrow. So essentially playing with a 2-man bench. They also made another move as they designated for assignment Sean Burrows and brought up catcher Drew Butera. Mauer's been somewhat slowed after getting a foul tip on the inside part of his left knee in Sunday's game against Kansas City. This one grounded toward the middle. Howie to the backhand, flips it to Ibar onto first and double play.
That's about as good as it gets as far as defense up the middle. Perfect play by Howie on the flip over to Eric Ibar. 2 guys with extreme speed. 1 on the bases and 1 running down the line, turns it easily. But this is a perfect feed with the glove, and of course with Ibar's arm strength, easy get a 4-6-3 double play. But that's perfection. That's something you work on early during batting practice, that flip over there to be in position to be able to catch the ball and then throw it.
There's Joe Mauer, the DH. Look at a pitch down and in for ball 1. credit Jerome, too, because it didn't seem like Denard Span ever really felt comfortable his first couple of pitches to Alexi Casilla. Span's going on that play. They don't get him. You've got one out to man at second. Maurer looks at his strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, he did a great job as far as holding the ball, then quick pitching him, slide step, all the little things you need to do as a pitcher to prevent the team to being successful stealing a base against you.
Two balls and a strike on Maurer, hitting .325 on the season. Has 1 home run, 13 runs batted in, 4 doubles and 1 triple. This one grounded over to Howie Kendrick. Jerome Williams faces the minimum 3. We head to the bottom of the first. Mike Trout, Alberto Callasco, and Albert Pujols to face Francisco Liriano with no score. Look at the Angels starting 9, put out there by Mike Scioscia. Mike Trout is back out at center field, leading things off. Alberto Callasco has been scuffling all season long. He is in the 2-hole playing third base. Albert Pujols at first base. Torrey Hunter is the cleanup hitter at right. Mark Trumbo gets to start at DH. Howie Kendrick at second. Vernon Wells is in left. Eric Ibar will bat 8th and play shortstop. And Chris Inetta batting 9th and doing the catching as they take on the 20-year-old left-hander native of the Dominican Republic by the name of Francisco Liriano.
Francisco Liriano has a good fastball, though at times is not trusted. 89 to 94, very good slider, and one of the best changeups you're going to see from a left-handed pitcher.
Liriano delivers a strike on Trout, who had a 1-for-4 game. It was his first hit of the season. Double down the left field line. 1-for-11 since being called up for Saturday's game. Takes a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. This is the second start for Liriano against the Angels this year. He had a no decision back on April the 12th. He departed that game trailing 6-0. Breaking ball got him looking on 3 pitches. Just like that, 1 down as we take a look at the defense for the Twins tonight. Willingham in left, Span at center. Thomas is in right field. The infield has Valencia, Carroll, Casilla, and Parmalee from third to first, and Domet behind the plate.
And Alexi Casilla at second base has only made 1 error so far, and 85 total chances have been involved in turning 16 double plays. Very quick as far as the ability to turn a double play.
There's Alberto Callasco from the right side, looks at a strike. Alberto hitting .182 on the season, 1 home run, 7 runs batted in. Just 1 for his last 11 ABs. Most of his struggles have really come from the left side of the plate. A more level swing from the right side, at least here through the early going, that we've seen from Alberto. Meiser Sturis was in the 2 spot last night. Alberto gets in there tonight.
Well, Callasco much better. You mentioned that hitting against lefties, .462.
Rolls over this one to Danny Valencia at third base. 2 down. So 2 very quick outs, and Albert Pujols will step to the plate. Albert on the season, 217 after the 1-for-4 game. Last night it was a first inning double. Eventually scored the first run of the game. It was his 8th double of the year and first extra base hit since April 19. That was a 3-double game. First pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. This one is fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. Albert faced Liriano in that Thursday game on the 12th. Ended up going 0 for 3. 3 fly ball outs. In the hole here, no balls and 2 strikes.
See, Domit wanted that slider down in the dirt. Motion, putting a glove right there. That's where he wanted to deliver it. Liriano let that pitch go way out of the strike zone. Shook off a fastball in. Throwing another slider.
Down low. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Albert, along with many of the Angels' offensive player, very happy to see the month of April in its rearview mirror. 2-2. This one's pulled, and that is just foul. Wide of the bag at third.
Much quicker on that fastball inside. Just pulled it foul. That's good to be able to see that. They're going in there. He's going to get a lot of fastballs in. This time got the bat head through that fastball inside. Turn on it very well. Well, he had great balance in that swing.
Another 2-2. He boots this one toward left field. Willingham moving over. Makes a catch, and the Angels go down in order. One of the books. We are scoreless. Off here for the Twins in the top of the second with no score. Willingham, Valencia, and Doman against Jerome Williams, who gave up a leadoff base hit, got a double play ball, and then a ground out. Start this ball game off. Willingham had a 1-for-4 game last night, hitting .347. 5 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Free agent signing. The offseason for Minnesota after a huge power season for the Oakland Athletics last year. Batting average this year 6th in the American League, at least here through the first month of the season.
We've seen him be super quick on anything on the inner half of the plate. Hasn't really made an adjustment on breaking pitches or fastballs. away against him.
Breaking pitch down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Willingham with a 15-game hitting streak from April 6th through the 21st. The American League's Player of the Week honors during that stretch. And Willingham looks at a strike here, and it's 2-2. He's certainly making no bones whatsoever about the dimensions at Target Field. It's inside, a full count.
Yeah, he seems to be liking hitting there. I mean, he's driving the ball out to left field, left center field.
(3-2), and this one's popped up. Right side of the infield, Pujols and Kendrick. Howie calls off Albert. 1 away. We'll take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
Some vintage 80s and 90s for you today, Victor, going XYZ, inside out. The approach for Jerome Williams, so that cut fastball in on lefties to be able to get the batters out with that sinker away. Same thing with a right-handed batter. And also the approach for Angel hitters. Go inside out on that changeup by Liriano and go to right field.
Danny Valencia stepping up.
Got a lot of XYZ CDs in your playlist.
I was actually going to ask you to hum a few bars for me. I just, for some reason, cannot recall. As Valencia swings through that one, it's over.
The thing is, I could sing it, but I'm better off not. It's good for the broadcast not to.
Our audience at home may not understand or remember that song either. That off-speed pitch is inside. It's 1-1. So, however poorly it may come from you, we still might be able to relate to it somehow. In some weird fashion.
I'm good right now.
All right, 2 balls and a strike.
We'll revisit that later on in the game.
Along with you joining Twitter at some point. We'll just put that one in the books as well.
No question.
Valencia had a 2-hit game last night. Swings and grounds one to short. Ibar's got the skimmer. 2 down. Three ground ball out so far for Jerome Williams, and when he's got it going on, that's his bread and butter.
Well, that 2-seam fastball is so effective, but to be successful with that pitch, you have to make sure you make the hitter aware of something inside. Now, against left-handed batters, it's his cut fastball. He can throw the 4-seam fastball in against a right-handed batter.
In for a strike. Domit's a switch hitter, batting from the left side tonight. 1 for 3 last night, had a walk. 250 average, 1 home run and 12 runs batted in. Domit, former Pittsburgh Pirate. Lines this one up the middle, and that's a base hit. Howie couldn't get to it. Second hit of the game allowed by Williams. Keeps getting alive for Chris Parmalee.
Boy, just watch Domit hit. The way a lot of movement then going towards the baseball. You would think a slow pitch, whether it's a curveball or changeup, would be real effective against him. He was all over that good fastball from Jerome Williams. 91-mile-an-hour fastball, hit it right back up the middle.
Parmalee, the first baseman, hitting .245 after the 0 for 3 last night. It was this young man from Chino Hills High School last night in the 8th inning that kind of started that rally for Minnesota. He was hit by a pitch. Minnesota scored 3 times, but that's all they would get as Vernon Wells calls off Eric Ibar, and the top of the second comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the second. Hunter, Trumbo, and Kendrick coming up with those scores. No score, bottom of the second. Like the Rally Monkey beanies that were given out today?
Oh, yeah, no question.
How do you not have yours on already?
Waiting for the right time.
Oh, you're working your way into it?
Yes. I will wear it tonight. There's no question.
You won't wear it as good as some of these folks in the stands, that's for sure.
No, that's impossible.
Torrey Hunter to lead things off against Francisco Liriano. First one's outside. Liriano had a 1-2-3 first inning, including a strikeout. Torrey last night 2 for 4. Home run, 3 runs batted in. RBI single in the first, and a 2-run home run. He bolts this one out to deep left center field. Span giving chase at the wall. Gone! Big fly for Torrey Hunter. 4th of the season, 1-0 Angels.
I think Torrey likes being on the opening today. And why would you not? 4th home run of the season. 2 against Cleveland the other way in back-to-back games to left center field. And this baseball is going a long way. Talk about how big this stadium is, but it's not big enough to hold Torrey Hunter in back-to-back nights.
It's almost the exact same spot at which he hit his home run last night. Make that a 12-game hitting streak against the Minnesota Twins for Torrey. Mark Trumbo, the batter. He looks at a fastball up high.
Trumbo with great numbers against Liriano himself. He's 3 for 5. 2 of those hits being big flies against him.
This one's fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mark, hitting .304 on the year. 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Missed inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Trumbo touched Liriano for a long home run in that start in Minneapolis. That was estimated at 415 feet.
And Mark still has a good comment or two about that.
Yeah.
And measuring that distance.
That's why we just say 415, because he still has issues.
Yes, he does.
With the measurements at Target Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Torrey Hunter with a leadoff home run here to start the second. Trumbo lays off a tough pitch. Full count.
Well, if you're a pitcher, you want that pitch called. You come in with a slider after that fastball away.
And he got up swinging with the breaking pitch. Second strikeout for Liriano. The first out here in the second. Angel Hernandez is the man calling the balls and strikes tonight. Mark Carlson is over at first. Ed Hickox is over at second base. And Ed Rapuano did a nice job behind the plate last night. He's the crew chief. He is at third base tonight. Howie Kendrick steps in. First fastball is up and away. Howie's been scuffling of late. 0 for 3 last night. The average down to 241. Is just 4 for his last 28 since a 3-hit game against Baltimore on the 20th. As he drives this one out to deep left field. Willingham stops. Gone! Big fly for Howie Kendrick, his 3rd of the season. 2-0 Angels.
Boy, back-to-back games for 2 home run performances by Angel hitters. Boy, that ball was crushing. It took no time getting out of the yard for Howie Kendrick. Another fastball inside, tucked his hands in very well. Gets the bat head through the baseball and crushes it out to left field.
Vernon Wells looks at a breaking ball for a strike. 2 solo home runs here in the second. Torrey Hunter and Howie Kendrick. The 0-1 pitch. Wells takes that one down low. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
That's the thing with Liriano. In the first inning, looked dominant. His first start of the season in Baltimore, struck out the sides. In the very next inning, gave it up. is the inconsistency with his fastball.
This one grounded sharply to second base. Casilla has it. 2 down. The inconsistency with his mechanics, too. A young man who had a lot of promise when he first came up to the big leagues. A spitting image of Johan Santana. But then had the Tommy John surgery, was out all of 2007, has really struggled to kind of regain that form, or that promise, if you will, of a guy coming up through the system.
Yeah, anytime you have a pitcher, especially a left-handed pitcher, could throw 94, a plus slider, and a plus changeup, you would think he'd be a consistent winner. But you're right about his mechanics. Falls over to third base side a lot.
Eric Ibar takes a strike.
If he stays within himself, he's very difficult to hit.
Ball and a strike on Eric Ibar. 0 for 3 last night. The average down to 210. Eric from the right side of the plate, a 269 average, 182 from the left side. Dropped from that leadoff spot down to the 8 hole. There's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's like we've seen an improved approach at the plate from the left side. Needs to do the same thing with the right side. Hit the ball now at this point towards the second baseman to right field. Keep your hands back and let the ball travel.
Fastball got him looking on the outside corner. The inning comes to an end, but the Angels get a couple of home runs. Torrey Hunter led it off with his 4th of the year. And after an out, Howie Kendrick, his 3rd. For 2, it's 2-0 Angels. Torrey Hunter his 4th, Howie Kendrick his 3rd. The Angels have a 2-0 lead as we start the top of the 3rd. Francisco Liriano has 3 strikeouts in the game. As Jerome Williams gets Cleet Thomas to swing through the first sinker, and it's no balls to the strike. Minnesota setting up 8-9-1. Thomas, Carroll, and Span. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Great changeup there. The interesting thing about Torrey Hunter and Howie Kendrick's home runs, both were on 1-0 pitches. We talked about Liriano falling behind in the count at times, and it cost him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The first multi-homer inning for the Angels this year. Halos at 17 home runs hit in the month of April. Have 2 now to start May. As Thomas takes a called strike, 3 on the inside corner, 1 down. Fans, the Angels 20-game flex plan gives you the chance to choose the 20 games you want to see during the season. This plan has no blackout dates, a postseason option, and you receive a ticket to Fan Appreciation Day free. Buy your flex plan today at angels.com/mini-plans or by calling 888-796-HALO. Jerome Williams with his first strikeout of the game. Here's Jamie Carroll. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Well, he did a great job against Thomas. He went changeup, threw a fastball up, then threw that two-seam fastball to run in the inside corner against him.
Bouncer off the foot of Carroll that trickles up the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes. The former Dodger. 0 for 4 last night, hitting .214. Pretty much the everyday shortstop for Minnesota. Inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jamie signing a 2-year deal in the offseason. At $290 last year for the Dodgers, at $291 the year before. Get off me swing on that sinker down and in. Count remains at 1-2.
Boy, great movement on that pitch. You know, Jamie Carroll's a guy that's looking to make contact. If you can run that in on him, especially when you keep it down. Ball started on the outside part of the plate and ended up almost hitting him.
2 balls, 2 strikes. You tell me Jamie Carroll's original organization. He's an Indiana native. These guys are
not
becoming,
the Rockies.
No, they're becoming few and far between. Montreal Expos.
Expos.
Yeah. 2-2. Breaking ball. Got him looking down. Goes Carroll. 2 down.
That punch out's looking.
Yeah. Montreal, the Nationals, the Rockies, the Dodgers, and now the Twins. Good breaking pitch.
They locked him up. Big curveball. That's the thing. The transformation of Jerome Williams, a guy was strictly a fastball, power fastball slider guy, has a curveball, slider, cut fastball, 2-seam, 4-seam fastball, and changeup. And a strike thrower.
Denard Span, the batter. Breaking ball is bounced foul.
He's faced 10 batters so far in this game. He's throwing first pitch strike on 8 of them.
Span had a leadoff single to start the ballgame through the 6th hole between Carrasco and Ibar, extending his hitting streak to 12 games now. Just in off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's lined into right field, and it's a base hit. Torrey trying to cut it off, does so. Span with good speed, stops at first base. Terrific defensive play by Torrey Hunter. A 2-out single for Span.
Well, Torrey's doing it all. Cut that baseball off, gets to the wall. It's at least a double, if not a triple with Span's speed. Hit well, cuts it off, gets it in quickly. 3 outfield assists so far this year for Torrey Hunter after having 15 last year. Good decision by Span to stay at first.
2-hit game for the Twin center fielder as Casilla comes up now. Alexi 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play in the first inning. Kickoff attempt, and they got him at first. You mentioned it in the first inning. Quick move by Jerome Williams. We saw it against the Rays. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 2-0 Angels. third. Chris Iannetta lead things off here against Francisco Liriano. Iannetta takes a breaking ball down low. Chris picked up his third home run of the season last night, going 1 for 3. 241 average, 9 runs batted in. Also has 4 doubles on the season.
Well, how big was that home run last night by Iannetta in the left center field, just off the top of the wall, being a difference maker.
Two-0 pitch. Swinging through that fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Let's go back to that swing by Iannetta in the 7th inning last night. We'll do it here in just a second. It may or may not have hit off the top of the wall, but in the box score, it's long gone. It's about 415 feet. He went around on the breaking pitch. 2-2.
I'm saying this ball's crushed. Sound and distance. That was way over the wall.
415, right?
Yes.
Just like Trumbo?
Yes.
Outside, full count. Top of the order, Mike Trout on deck. Here's a 3-2. And that is down low, and it's a leadoff walk.
Nice job of tracking that breaking pitch out of the strike zone by Chris Iannetta.
I still say we got to get our stats man, our resident and cherished relic, Norm Peters, one of those yardage thingamajigs from golf so he can measure the home runs.
That would be good. He would love to do that.
And Norm, how'd the Mayans measure distance? Trout showing bunt, drops a bunt on the third base side. Valencia up with it, not in time. An infield base hit for Mike Trout. And perhaps a little miscommunication there between Doman and Valencia.
Yeah, once I saw that slight hesitation with the way Trout runs down the line, that's going to be an automatic base hit. And I think as Mike Trout progresses in the major league level, he should try that more often, because then it's money in the bank, because he's got that hit every single time he'll get that baseball down. A breaking pitch, you can track, lay down perfectly down the third base line for a base hit.
That's not easy to do. That's a hard slider down and in to be able to track it and drop a perfect bunt down. As Alberto Callaspo comes up.
You would think right here in a bunt situation.
One would think. Twins anticipating it. Alberto squares. Almost takes that one in the belly area. One ball, no strikes. Iannetta at second, Trout over at first. This one bunted foul.
And the commitment has to be there to be able to square around and get the bunt down. Yeah, ideally, as a bunter in these spots, you want to make sure you have your hands nice and relaxed and basically play catch with the bat. You don't want to take a stab at it, because it's going to be difficult to keep in the field of play. Force that third baseman to field the ball. You'll be successful moving the base runners if you can do that.
This one bunted perfectly over to third. Valencia up with it. The sacrifice works. Nice job by Alberto Callaspo deadening that baseball as Iannetta advances to third and Mike Trout to second.
It is an excellent job by Alberto Callaspo. Like you just mentioned, you want the third baseman to field that baseball, and then you have no play at third. It's team baseball right there. It gives Albert Pujols an opportunity to drive in some runs.
First opportunity for Albert to hit with a man in scoring position since Friday's game in the 8th inning against Cleveland. 2 for 15 in these situations this year. Breaking pitches down and in. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Albert hit a fly ball to left in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Minnesota playing their infield in halfway. And I'm sure the guys on the left side of the infield are extremely thrilled about that. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
When you wonder at this point, 2-0 count, if they will indeed not just go ahead and walk him. They're certainly not going to give him anything to hit. More likely to be a breaking pitch. It's where Albert has to be patient at the plate.
Outfield straight around the 2-0. Upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. Another off-speed pitch.
Tracked it well. You can see him talking to himself, not swinging at something out of the strike zone. Certainly will have the green light if they're willing to try to throw a fastball here.
Torrey Hunter on deck. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, 2 on. The pitch. Little chopper off the plate toward Valencia at third base. That'll score a run. Pujols gets the RBI, and it's 3-0 Angels. Again, that's that swing we've seen from Albert Pujols becoming, or has become, at least here through the early going of the regular season, because we didn't see it during the spring training part of the schedule.
Expanded his strike zone.
Pulling baseballs, too. That's a ball typically that's going the opposite way.
He crushes the ball the other way.
Albert picks up his 5th run batted in. Two outs for Torrey Hunter. He swings for the first pitch. Fastball down below the knees. No balls at a strike. Torrey 1 for 1. A solo home run leading off the second. But a manufactured run for the Angels, which those have been few and far between this year.
This is a great job of execution. Going on contact on a high chopper, scoring a run after a sacrifice bunt by Callaspo. A walk, a bunt single, a sacrifice, and a ground ball in the infield produces a run.
First RBI for Albert since April 15th. That was that Sunday game against the Yankees. Sunday night game in New York. Torrey bounces one through the left side, and it's an RBI single for Hunter. Make it 4-0 Angels. Stay hot.
He wants the team to jump on his back. And why not right now? Boy, is he crushing the ball. Again, when you get on a roll like Torrey Hunter is going on right now, it all started with a couple good swings in Tampa, and then all of a sudden carried on to Cleveland going the other way with power, and that enabled him to get through the baseball because he allowed it early in those swings to travel deep. Now he's getting quick through the baseball and crushing it.
Time is called. Trumbo backing out at the plate. Trumbo, a strikeout victim, his first time up. That pitch is down low. Liriano with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. 47 pitches overall. He started this inning off with a walk to Chris Iannetta. Mike Trout had a beautiful bunt single. Callaspo sacrificed both of those guys over to third and second respectively. Pujols with an RBI ground out. Torrey Hunter with an RBI single. Throw over to first base. Torrey's back easily.
Liriano with 3 pickoffs last year, but hasn't done a real good job as far as slowing down the running game. He's allowed 6 stolen bases in 6 attempts.
Bouncer right back to the left-hander. He fires on the first. The inning comes to an end, but the Angels tack on 2 more. We are through 3. 4-0 Angels. West. The Angels came into this one 9 games back in the West of the Texas Rangers. Texas ended up losing tonight to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Angels right now 8.5. A victory would put them at 8 as we start the month of May. Alexi Casilla looks at a strike. Boy, nice pitch down and in. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, sinker away, cut fastball in. That's what I talked about, inside out. You throw that cut fastball in on a lefty to be able to set up either a changeup or 2-seam fastball away, or even possibly a curveball.
Looks like they're coming back inside. It's that 2-seamer, and it's bounced over to Albert. He'll flip underhand to Williams, and there is out number 1. Fans on Thursday, the Angels will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays at 7:05. Fans in attendance receive an Angels wall calendar courtesy of State Farm while supplies last. Purchase your tickets today at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. Garcia with that ground out is now 0 for 2. He was the guy at the plate when Denard Span was picked off to end the third. Joe Mauer, the DH, 0 for 1. He grounded out to Howie Kendrick in the first inning. Looks at a strike.
Boy, 40 pitches thrown so far for Jerome Williams, 27 in the strike zone.
Ground ball to second base. 2 down.
A ground ball machine by Jerome Williams in this game. Keeping the ball down, taking the sting off the bat, running that pitch away. Great pace for him, too.
2 up and 2 down. Jerome still looking for that first 1-2-3 inning. Twice has had the first 2 outs, but then gave up a 2-out single to Doman in the second. Gave up a 2-out single to Span before picking him off in the third. Josh Willingham popped out to Howie Kendrick in his second inning at bat. That pitch is in tight. And it just slipped out of the hand of Williams. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, 1 strike on Willingham.
Right back outside with a fastball after trying to sneak that changeup outside. It ran off the plate.
This one out towards center. Trout back a couple of steps. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th with the Angels leading at 4-0.
replay. Howie gets a fastball, 1-0 fastball inside and goes bam out of the ballpark. Quick on the hands. His third home run of the season. That's the second home run of that inning. Torrey Hunter earlier hit a home run.
So like a Flintstones bam, like Bam Bam, or like a Batman bam?
Either one, there was the same result. It went long.
Howie leading things off here in the fourth inning. A 4-0 Angels lead. Kendrick, Wells, and Ibar here in the fourth against Francisco Liriano. Has 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits allowed, including 2 home runs given up. This one fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Howie apparently did not like the fact we were talking about his last 3-hit performance, which was on April the 20th against the Baltimore Orioles. Had just gone 4 for 28 since that game. Changed things around in that second inning. His head off-speed pitch is way high. It's 2-1.
Liriano's had a tough time with his slider today. And when it's on, it's a very good one. Likes to throw that pitch down and in on right-handed batters and away against lefties.
This one hit well out toward right center field. Chasing Denard, Span back on the warning track at the wall. Off the top of the fence. Howie rounding second, heading to third, and they're calling fan interference, it appears. It looked like there was a fan that reached over. Ron Gardenhire's going to come out. And Angel Hernandez is awarding third base to him. The second base umpire, Ed Hickox, went out immediately. Now Gardenhire is going to go check with him. Remember, Ed Rapuano is the crew chief. He's over at third base. Get an explanation of this call.
Wow, that's about as close as it can get to being out of the ballpark.
It didn't go out. It wasn't a home run, but the ball made contact with the hand. If I remember correctly, at the umpire's discretion, they could place the runner at third base if that's what they thought he was going to try to do to begin with.
That's not a reviewable one, though.
Right, it's not reviewable. I don't believe it's reviewable.
Anyway you look at that, baseball was crushed again by Howie. Definitely by the reaction, definitely got the hand of the fan out there in right center field. But again, it's up to the umpires to decide if it was going to be a ground rule double or award him because of Howie to go to third base.
Angel Hernandez immediately pointed to third base, and it looks like they're going to keep him at third. Ron Gardenhire is going to get the explanation here. Howie was looking to go to third base.
Yeah, he wasn't slowing down at all. Right out of the batter's box, he was looking triple.
Clete Thomas was backing up on the play. And as Thomas was picking up the baseball, Howie was already planning on rounding second base and continuing on to third.
He wants an explanation why that is not an automatic ground rule double because of fan interference. It's a great angle here. And Howie just turned the afterburners on and cruises into third base.
It is a triple for Howie Kendrick, his second of the year. Two very good swings by Kendrick so far tonight. The home run to left, now the triple off the right center field wall.
The 2 hardest ones out of the way as far as going for the cycle.
Well, Ron Gardenhire certainly is not satisfied with the explanation that he got from this umpiring crew. Infield is in. Vernon Wells, the batter. Vernon chasing a fastball that was up and out of the strike zone. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Vernon grounded out sharply to second base in his second inning AB. He's 0 for 1. 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. He lays off a tough pitch down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike.
When a guy like Vernon Wells in an RBI situation, Liriano's probably try to stay in on the hands of him. That way he can jam him, but Vernon doing a good job so far is not swinging at something out of the strike zone.
Two 2-1. Ground ball over to Valencia. And Howie will stay over at third base, 1 out. So it's up to Eric Ibar to bring home Howie Kendrick. Infield will still play in.
It's never too early to think about the potential of a suicide squeeze here. Eric Ibar handles the bat well. Howie very good as far as reading baseball and when Liriano is going to deliver the pitch to home.
Ibar lifts one out towards shallow right. Clay Thomas with a very good throwing arm. That ball's not hit very deep. Howie is going to stay at third. Vernon couldn't get the job done. Ibar can't get the job done, so it's up to Chris Iannetta. Iannetta drew the walk in the third inning. Came around to score. Swinging through that first pitch. It's no balls at a strike. Infield back at their normal positions with 2 outs here. Kendrick still standing at third base. Lead off triple. Wells with a ground out to third. Ibar with the fly ball to shallow right. 2 runs in the second. 2 solo home runs. Hunter and Kendrick. 2 runs in the third. RBI ground out by Pujols. RBI single by Torrey Hunter. Five runs batted in the last 2 games for Torrey. The 1-1 lays off. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Liriano, no wild pitches so far this year, but 9 last year and 10 the year before, has a tendency to overthrow his slider.
Ground ball to the right side. Parmalee will pick it up. And the Angels waste a leadoff triple, leaving Kendrick stranded at third base. For through 4, it's still 4-0 Angels.
Angels baseball is brought to you by El Pollo Loco. Crazy you can taste. And by Southern California Toyota. Check out the full line of fuel-efficient vehicles at your Southern California Toyota dealer.
Jerome Williams back to work, top of the 5th inning, 4-0 Angels. Jerome with a couple of strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits allowed. He'll face Valencia, Domet, and Parmalee, 5, 6, and 7 for the Twins. First pitch swinging is Valencia. Callaspo has it, 1 third baseman, retires another, 1 away. Go back to that leadoff triple by Howie Kendrick leading off that 4th inning. So the fan touching the baseball clearly over the wall, and then the umpire's discretion.
Well, that is so close to a home run also.
Yeah, they could place the runner where they thought he was going to end up anyway. And that's why Howie had awarded that triple. But the Angels offensively leave him right there. Vernon Wells with an easy ground ball to third. Ibar with a fly ball to right. Iannetta with a ground ball to first. This one's fouled back and it snowballs 2 strikes.
How about Howie using the whole field? A home run to left, a triple off the right center field wall. That's just perfect approaches at the plate for Howie Kendrick.
A little bit high with that 0-2 fastball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Domet had a base hit up the middle in the 2nd inning, so he's 1 for 1. Breaking pitch rolls over this one. Williams off the mound will flip it to Pujols. Nice lead, by the way.
It was.
2 outs. Let's take a look at our AT&T trivia question for tonight. Ty Cobb, 11 batting titles. Name the other 5 who won 7 or more. Another ground ball out for Jerome Williams. As Chris Parmalee steps to the plate. Parmalee popped out to Ibar his first time up.
Well, this is a great job in that 4th inning. Only 8 pitches thrown. Jerome can just pitch. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Stays away from the middle part of the plate, sinks the fastball, uses his changeup, cuts his fastball. Good curveball away, slider down and in.
Breaking ball on the outside corner. Parmalee perhaps thinking that pitch just off the plate. May have been a little bit, but Angel Hernandez rigging it up.
You get those calls when you're around the strike zone. Borderline pitches.
Two and 2 the count with 2 outs here in the 5th. Full count. Cleet Thomas, the right fielder, is on deck. The 2 strikeouts that Williams has picked up, both against Thomas and Carroll, and both looking. Got him, swinging down goes Parmalee. A 1-2-3 inning for Williams. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Angels still up. 3 hits allowed, all 3 singles, and 55 pitches through his first 5 innings. Has a 4-0 lead. Top of the order for the Angels as Mike Trout leads things off. As Francisco Liriano delivers a breaking pitch down low for ball 1. Trout struck out looking in the first on 3 pitches, then just a perfectly executed bunt single in the 3rd inning and came around to score. As that pitch is outside, it is 2 balls and no strikes. 63 pitches for Liriano, 36 strikes, 27 balls, 3 strikeouts and a walk. 2-0 is skied on the first base side. This one will find its place in the seats. It's 2-1.
Trout just missed crushing that baseball. 2-0 count, fastball count, and he got one and just fouled it straight back. Well, he's still hard to look. When you look at him, you think how young he still is. He's 20 years old, tremendous potential, great power, great speed.
This one's fouled back, 2-2.
And a good compact, quick swing.
Second youngest player in Major League Baseball, just behind Bryce Harper of the Nationals.
An amazing group of young talent coming into the major leagues of late.
Two-two pitch. Bouncing that one. It's a full count. Alberto Callaspo on deck. Albert Pujols after that. And Torrey Hunter if we get that far. 5 hits for the Angels. Payoff pitch. Outside. It's a leadoff walk. Angel fans, be sure to log on to FoxSportsWest.com. Check out the features. The battle for LA between the Lakers and the Clippers. UCLA spring practice kicking off. And the Kings playoff run.
Kings looking good.
Oh, yeah.
Big game tomorrow night at home.
Here's Callaspo at a nice sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning. No stolen bases this year for Trout. He had 4 last season. One ball, no strikes.
Looks like he was trying to time Liriano. Like I said before, Baseball has been successful in all 6 attempts against Liriano this year.
Alberto 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first and that sacrifice bunt. Trout takes off, pitches inside, and Trout has his first bag of the season. 1 ball, 1 strike on Callaspo, who thought about protecting there, but then
I wonder if they're bringing him back to first base there because he keeps making a motion because he fell across the plate.
I think the motion just may have been by Angel Hernandez that he went around on the swing. So
great jump by Trout. There's no question about that.
Takes that pitch down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Alberto taking that long look down at Dino Evil, 3rd base coach. Rick Anderson, the pitching coach for the Twins. Making that call to the bullpen. Looks like they're going to start scrambling some guys. Just 70 pitches for Liriano. This one's bunted foul. Kind of punched at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Always important to get those add-on runs as the game progresses. Missed an opportunity last inning. This time right here for Alberto Callaspa. At the very least, hit the ball to the right side of the infield.
2-2. Called strike 3, and he goes down looking for the first out. So we just showed you Anthony Swarzak starting to lose for Minnesota.
Fastball up and just off the inside corner.
Fourth strikeout of the game for Liriano, facing Pujols now. Alberto for 2. Fly to left and an RBI ground out to third base. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball toward the hole. Jamie Carroll has it. 2 down. So Trout still in scoring position. The Angels cannot even know they have a 4-0 lead, or just 1 for 7 with men in scoring position tonight.
They're going to walk Torrey Hunter, and I don't blame him.
Torrey 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. 2 runs batted in. First intentional walk of the year picked up by Torrey.
If you have a man on deck, you can all of a sudden make it a 7-0 game in one quick swing.
Liriano, who gave up that home run to Trumbo in Minneapolis, has handled Mark tonight with a strikeout and a little comeback into the mound. Swarzak just about ready to go on the Twins bullpen, the right-hander. So Trumbo will step to the plate with 2 on, 2 outs. First one to Trumbo. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch. A 0-1 count.
They're just trying to gear on that fastball. First pitch swung over top of his slider.
Trout with a leadoff walk, stole second. Callaspo unable to advance him as he struck out. Pujols grounded out. Hunter with the intentional walk. No balls, 2 strikes. Go back to that April 12th at bat against Liriano.
And that looked like it was even a so-called a changeup. So he generated all that power himself. Trying to make good contact here after getting behind on a couple sliders down in the dirt.
Oh-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, and the Angels for the second straight inning get a man in scoring position with no outs and leave them stranded. Through 5, 4-0 Halos. Angels baseball is brought to you by the new Southwest Patty Melt from Carl's Jr. With jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, and Santa Fe sauce. It's a spicy twist on a classic burger. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Dodge. Top of the sixth inning, it is 4-0 Angels. Lee Thomas will lead things off against Jerome Williams, who delivers a breaking pitch for a strike. Thomas, a strikeout victim his first time up, one of 3 punch-outs for Jerome. 0-2.
Not wasting any time, controlling the strike zone. 5th 0-2 count so far for Jerome Williams.
Check swing foul, this one into the seats.
And very effective as far as when he gets to that 0-2 count, changing eye level, going fastball, elevated. Then he would come back in with that 2-seam fastball or sink something away.
0-2 on its way. Thomas fouls it back. Thomas, a Florida native, originally in the Tiger system. 6th round pick in 2005 out of Auburn University. He was claimed on waivers by the Minnesota Twins. Fouls this one off. Still an 0-2 count. Thomas, Carroll, and Span. That's 8, 9, and 1 for Minnesota here in the 6th inning. Breaking pitch. Ground ball to second. Howie. Fire on the Pujols. 1 away. Let's check out our AT&T trivia question and answer for tonight. Ty Cobb had 11 batting titles. Named the other 5 who had 7 titles or more. Honus Wagner, Rogers Hornsby, Stan Musial, Rod Carew, Tony Gwynn.
Rod Carew. And Tony Gwynn, similar approach. Very successful going the other way on fastballs or pitches on the outer half of the plate. Utilizing the entire field.
Jamie Carroll looks at the slow breaking pitch for strike 1.
19 batters faced, 15 first pitch strikes for Jerome.
An 0-2 count now on Carroll, who struck out looking himself in the 3rd inning. 0 for 1.
This is the one time I don't know if you go upstairs against Jamie Carroll, contact hitter. I think you stay, try to break something down and away.
Those are the ones, though, too, is with a guy like Jamie Carroll just looking to make contact off the end of the bat, little flare out to right field. Torrey's playing extremely shallow out there. Ground ball. Pujols will take it himself. The bat boy will not only pick up the bat, but Jamie Carroll's knuckles. 2 down.
That's pitching right there. Boy, a slider off the outside corner and run it inside where you're trying to protect away. Yeah, that didn't feel good. We talk about knowing how to pitch. Boy, running that 2-seamer in on the hands. You're trying to put the ball in play. You did put it in play, but not the way you want to do it.
So 2 down, back to the top of the order. Denard Span. 2-hit game for Span. 2 singles. It's picked off to end the 3rd inning. Two balls and no strikes. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on for Minnesota. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 4 left on for the Angels. Halos just 1 for 8 with men at scoring position. Had some opportunities to tack on in the 4th and 5th innings. 2-0 chopper knocked down by that pink glove of Jerome Williams. He has himself a 1-2-3 inning. That's 9 in a row, retired by the right-hander. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still 4-0. As we start at the bottom of the 6th inning, Howie Kendrick to lead things off against Francisco Liriano. Howie just got a piece of that one, fouls it back. An 0-1 count on Kendrick, who's had a 2-hit game tonight. A home run, a solo shot in the 2nd, his 3rd of the season. He had a leadoff triple in the 4th, his 2nd triple of the year. He's 2 for 2. 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vernon Wells on deck. Eric Ibar after him. Liriano has 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 intentional. He's allowed 5 hits. Twins had action in the bullpen in the 5th inning, but nobody loosening now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is a ground ball. Diving is the shortstop. Carroll can't come up with it. A 3-hit game for Howie Kendrick.
Well, this is a double away now from the cycle. That ball might have a chance to be able to split the alley. It was hit so well. Right back up the middle once again. Boy, Howie's, when he gets hot, he just uses the entire field. Base hit up the middle. Triple off the right center field wall, a home run to left field.
5th consecutive inning in which the Angels have had their leadoff man reach. Vernon looks at a breaking ball, missing low. Wells 0 for 2. Ground ball to 2nd and a ground ball to 3rd. Throw over to 1st. Now he's back. Another throw, and Howie back easily. Now the Twins start to get action once again in their bullpen. 86 pitches now for Liriano. Swarzak once again. Shouldn't take him very long if Gardhire needs him. Two balls and no strikes.
Swarzak threw that great game against the Angels last year. He was locked up in a shutout duel with Jared Weaver.
Good hitters counted. 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0. An even better hitters count. Ibar on deck.
Could be the last batter Liriano is going to face right here, Vernon Wells.
Here comes the 3-0 pitch on the outside corner. 3-1.
Bad time to have Howie in motion right now. Want to get a fastball. See if Vernon could do some damage to it.
Kendrick doesn't go, and Wells swings through that one. Full count.
Almost guess and guarantee that Howie's going to be going now.
Throw over. Howie was leaning, and they got him.
Took 3 pickoffs last year for Liriano. His first of the season. Gets him leaning. Perfect throw and tag applied by Parmalee to be able to get Howie at first base.
Three-two. Line to left, a base hit. Ron Gardenhire's coming out. That's going to be it for Francisco Liriano with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Anthony Swarzak's coming on. The Angels maintain a 4-0 lead, looking for more as well as with that 1 out base hit. We got ourselves a pitching change. 4-0 Halos. Angels baseball is brought to you by the new wireless receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit AT&T.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. By CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax. Start here. And by Hawaiian Gardens Casino. Get your game on. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out. Vernon Wells standing at first base. Francisco Liriano is done after 91 pitches, 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He's responsible for Vernon Wells standing over at first. In and out. Who is in? Who is out?
And Swarzak's the guy with the fastball, 87 to 93 with good sink action. Slider, curveball, changeup. Real good career numbers against the Angels. 2-1 with an ERA of 1.99.
6th game. He has 3 starts this year. 0-3 record, a 5.03 ERA. Facing Eric Ibar. Fastball is in tight. 1-0. Swarzak with 19 2/3 innings, 23 hits allowed, 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. Ibar 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to right. Valencia in on the grass at third base. Kickoff attempt. Wells is back easily.
Well, you saw that shot of Rick Anderson, the pitching coach, the Twins, talking to Liriano. It's been a difficult thing for him because he sees the potential with Liriano, but an inconsistency in the strike zone and mechanics.
Ibar chasing a high fastball, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
But is talking to him, trying to make him maintain his mechanics. Very difficult for him to do so. A violent delivery. Rick Anderson always been a guy that preaches that first pitch strike, and saw it a couple times during the course of the game when he was 1-0, gave up home runs to Hunter and Howie Kendrick.
2 balls and 1 strike. Swarzak, 26 years of age, South Florida native, Nova High School. that Fort Lauderdale area. Second round pick in 2004 by Minnesota. 2-1 pitch. High bar hits one sharply to second. Casilla flips it to Carroll for one. The relay is in time. It's an inning-ending double play. We're through 6. The Angels still up 4-0.
For game summary, Jerome Williams setting the tone early on. One of his 3 strikeouts. Torrey Hunter staying red hot. It's a home run. They almost the exact same spot as he did the night before. And Howie turns on a fastball inside, hits his 3rd home run of the season. Quickly going around the bases. Torrey Hunter, an outstanding game so far, as has Howie and Jerome Williams.
Jerome Williams here in the 7th inning will face 2, 3, and 4. Casilla, Maurer, and Willingham. 68 pitches thrown by the right-hander, 47 strikes. One ball, no strikes. Casilla's 0 for 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes here. Alexia grounded into a double play in the 1st inning, grounded out to Pujols in the 4th. Three balls and no strikes. Joe Maurer on deck. 3-1.
Another pitch, exact same spot, force him to swing the bat.
Ground ball to second. Howie has it. One out. Let's go back to our Hyundai key to the game.
Oh, you love this one, Victor. Inside out. Pitch it inside, work it away, get ground ball after ground ball.
If I knew the song, I would know. Even Norm wants you to sing the song.
Better not. This, trust me, it's a good song. I was listening on Hair Nation on my Sirius radio driving down the other day.
So we're going back to 8-track days.
No.
No?
No.
So we're looking at cassettes. And Walkmans?
Yes.
Yeah? Not quite to the MP3 generation?
Not quite there.
No?
But still a great song.
Got it. One ball, no strikes on Maurer. The DH was grounded out twice to Kendrick. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and one.
Jerome has gotten 12 outs via the ground ball in this game.
Remember last year, Mauer only playing in 82 games last year. Struggled with that bilateral leg disorder. The pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-2. He was out till June 17th. He ended up hitting 287 last season. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Broken bat bouncer under the glove. Howie's got it. 2 down. Fans, this season the Angels are making your Friday nights even more enjoyable. Live music in the Garden or free pregame concerts before Friday night home games. Come enjoy live music from some of your favorite local bands at the Gate 1 Music Garden. For more information, visit angels.com/band. Perhaps XYZ will be there.
Oh, man, they're going to play Inside Out for sure.
You going to jump on stage and do a little lead singing?
Air guitar.
Oh, air guitar.
Yeah.
Kind of like the air guitar you were just doing in the booth.
Attempting to do.
Oh. You know, we've got a camera that's fixed on us now throughout the entire game, so we can roll back footage at any point of the game.
No, we don't want to do that.
Some of the exciting things you do when I read these promos.
I keep forgetting that.
Willingham is 0 for 2. He's popped out to second, hit a fly ball to center his last time up. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just rolled that footage back.
No. Nope.
Here comes a 2-1. Tied him up nicely. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Jerome, this inning, we talked about him, a lot of first pitch strikes, been behind the count 2-0 in every batter, but it's come back so far, and an opportunity here to the 1-2-3 inning.
14 ground outs, 3 fly ball outs, and 3 strikeouts, and no walks. Two, popped him up. Eric Eibel into shallow left field. Is under. That's 12 in a row retired by Jerome Williams. 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A. 4-0 Angels. Presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Jerome Williams threw 7, matching his season high in his last start, the 26th against the Tampa Bay Rays. 12 batters in a row retired since that single by Span in the 3rd. Chris Iannetta leading things off, and Anthony Swarzak delivers a strike. Ground ball towards short. Carroll comes up with it. Iannetta is the first down here in the 7th inning. Chris now 0 for 2. Did have a walk and a run scored in the 3rd. So back to the top of the order with Mike Trout stepping in. Trout 1 for 2. Bunt single, a walk, stolen base, and a run scored. Breaking ball in for strike 1. Swarzak coming into the 6th inning with 1 out and 1 on. Got the double play off the bat of Ibar. Getting Iannetta here to start this 7th inning. Chopper foul off the foot. No balls, 2 strikes.
Good to see some smiles in that dugout. Some approaches improved of late.
Oh, 2. Little floater towards short. Carroll does a nice job of picking that one with the short hop. 2 down.
Back-to-back hitters. Swarzak's got inside on the hands of right-handed batters.
Alberto Caspa coming up now with 2 outs and nobody on. Caspa getting to start at 3rd base. 0 for 2. Ground out to 3rd, a sac bunt, and a strikeout. Oh, 1 pitch. Almost got him. One and 2. Caspa lifts a lazy fly ball out to shallow left. Josh Willingham puts it away. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Twins. 7 complete, 4-0 Angels. Our Chevron starting pitchers for tomorrow.
And Hendricks, the guy that commands the strike zone, sinking fastball, low 90s, slider, curve change, and Jared Weaver has been outstanding this season, 3-0, an ERA just over 2, with 36 punch-outs and 6 walks.
Danny Valencia takes a strike to start off this 8th inning with the Angels up by the score of 4-0. A good off-speed pitch there. No balls and 2 strikes. Valencia, Doman, and Parmalee here in the 8th inning. Jeff Gray, the right-hander, begins to loosen. This one out toward right center field. Torrey Hunter moving to his right. One away. Hitting the road, take our coverage of the Angels with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Angels out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit Angels.com to order. Get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Ryan Doman, the batter. First pitch is in for a strike. Doman tonight is singled up the middle. Bounce one back to the mound. Looked like he went around. He did. Ed Rapuano rings him up. An 0-2 count. Ground ball. Howie Kendrick to the backhand has it. 2 down.
Well, Howie not only has swung the bat extremely well, has been very efficient with his glove today. A number of ground ball outs to him. Big double play he turned in the first inning after the Bernard Span had a leadoff base hit. Great flip over to Ibar earlier, and here backhand strong throw to Pujols.
Two up and 2 down. Here's Chris Parmalee, the first baseman. The off speed is in for strike 1. Parmalee has popped out, and he has struck out at 0 for 2 night. Strike on the outside corner.
Oh, you see painting both sides of the plate, changing speed so well. His pace is fantastic.
Parmalee trying to slow him down just a little bit. 0-2. Ground ball to second. Howie Kendrick has it. Another 1-2-3 inning. 15 in a row retired by Williams. We get to the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Angels.
Nothing here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Watch Kings live after Game 3 of the Kings Blues matchup Thursday at 9:30 p.m. on Prime Ticket. Chance to go up 3-0 in that series.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 4-0 Halos. As Gooby just pointed out, Jeff Gray comes on in relief of Anthony Swarzak. Win an inning in 2/3. All zeros for him. Gray with a 1.86 ERA in 10 games so far this year.
Power fastball, mid-90s slider. Good changeup.
Albert Pujols lead things off, followed by Torrey Hunter and Mark Trumbo.
We need a base runner here, too, to give Howie a chance for the cycle.
Now he's looking for a double for the cycle. Home run, a triple, and a single in that order tonight. Tied him up with that fastball down and in. 0-2 count on Pujols, 0 for 3 tonight. Did have an RBI with a ground out in the 3rd. Check swing bouncer towards 3rd. Valencia has it. Dug out of the dirt by Parmalee, and there's the first down here in the 8th. Torrey Hunter comes up. 2 for 2. A home run, a single, 2 runs batted in. Was intentionally walked in the 5th. Torrey's solo home run leading off the 2nd, his 4th of the year. He takes a big rip there and fouls it straight back. And got a piece of him. Torrey Hunter will take his base. Trying to come inside with that fastball.
See that good movement on the fastball. Like Gray gets the jersey.
So now Mark Trumbo will step up. Howie Kendrick on deck. Trumbo tonight is 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a bouncer back to the mound. One ball, no strikes.
This be pretty interesting if Mark Trumbo can get a fastball. Jeff Gray has a good one. See if he can connect on one of these.
Ball and a strike. There's Howie. Hanging out, looking out for an opportunity to try to get a double. He's just looking for a hit. It'd be nice to get the double, complete the cycle. John figures at the last cycle for the Angels.
There are a lot of good things in this game so far for the Halos.
1-1 pitch.
Well, Jerome Williams trying to get his 2nd career shutout. Last shutout he threw was in 2003.
A 6-0 win against the Oakland Athletics. They'll get an opportunity in the 9th inning to face 8, 9, and 1. Thomas, Carroll, and then Span. Slow roller to the right side. A little miscommunication there between Parmalee and Gray, but Gray goes to the bag. 2 down. Hunter moves to second base. Here comes Howie Kendrick. This is what he has done so far.
Well, he turns on a fastball. A 1-0 fastball. Hits it out for his 3rd home run of the year. This rocket off the wall gives him his 2nd triple with a hard base hit through the hole. The 3rd hit of the game and an opportunity here to hit for the cycle.
Lays off. They wanted appeal. Did not go. Figgins' cycle occurred September 15th, 2006 at Texas. That was the last one. Lays off again. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he's in a great hitter's count right now.
Two-0 pitch. 3 balls and no strikes.
Good chance he's getting a green light here.
And that is lined right to Parmalee. The inning comes to an end. We're through 8. The Angels with a 4-0 lead. Top of the ninth, 4-0 Angels. Jerome Williams to face Clete Thomas, Jamie Carroll, Denard Span. Thomas, the right fielder, swings first pitch, fouls it back. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out. Jerome Williams with 3 strikeouts tonight, no walks, 3 hits allowed, all 3 singles. Last one to Denard Span in the third. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's been able to change speed on that breaking pitch. It's been outstanding, keeping it down anywhere between 75 and 78 miles an hour with that pitch.
Fastball, got him looking on the outside corner. Down goes Thomas, 1 down.
And then he drops a 2-seam fastball inside corner. Outstanding job, too, by Chris Iannetta behind the plate today, working very well with Jerome Williams. And the pitcher gets a lot of the credit, and deservedly so in this situation, but Iannetta has been outstanding in his game calling behind the plate.
Last complete game and shutout for Jerome Williams, June 27, 2003. At Pac Bell Park as a member of the San Francisco Giants, shutting out the Oakland Athletics 6-0. Facing 32 batters, allowing 7 hits, striking out 2 and walking 1. Carroll looks at a strike, and it is 0-2.
10th 0-2 count of the game for Jerome Williams. You talk about pitching. You're talking Jerome Williams tonight.
0-2 pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Does he run that fastball back in on the hands like he did last time? 0-2, he threw a slider away, then ran a fastball inside on Jamie Carroll to get a ground ball to Albert Pujols.
1-2, got him looking on the outside corner, 2 down.
He must have been thinking the same thing. He didn't want to get that fastball running in on the hands. He paints the outside corner, brings back the 2-seam fastball and catches the corner at 91.
So Denard Span will step to the plate, owner of 2 of the 3 hits allowed by Williams tonight. Two singles and a bouncer back to the mound. Fastball is outside. One and one.
Oh, truly amazing. His last 21 pitches he has thrown, 19 of them have been in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. One, 2. Breaking ball down to the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 over the minimum for Jerome Williams so far tonight. Faced 4 batters in the second, and with the pickoff of Span in the third, he has been solid sets. A 2-2 is outside, a full count. Alexi Casilla is on deck.
Good effort by Jerome here, just taking a deep breath. Trusting the movement on the fastball here. Center of the plate. Assume it's not going to stay in the middle of the plate. Work down with that pitch and get a ground ball to finish it off.
There comes the payoff pitch. Outside, he walked him. So a 2-out walk, first blemish as far as the base off balls for Williams tonight. Puts a man on, and Alexi Casilla will be the batter.
Well, sometimes that last out, when you hear the fans, the adrenaline, you have a tendency to overthrow a pitch, and that's what Jerome did on that fastball there. Just dropped his elbow, elevated the fastball, now just taking a deep breath and getting back to working down in the strike zone.
Span takes off. The pitch is a strike. Check swing did not go. Evens the count at 1-1. Casilla, 3 ground ball outs, is 0 for 3. Scott Downs just playing the occasional catch. Had the 4-out save last night, his second save of the year. There's the 1-1 pitch. Casilla yanks it foul, 1-2.
Cut fastball in. Does he come back with a 2-seam fastball that starts at the hip and catches the corner?
Swing and a miss. Down goes Casilla. Light that baby up as the Angels shut out the Twins 4-0.
Boy, what an effort. Torrey Hunter with the big fly, Howie with the big fly, but Jerome Williams just 2 over the minimum. Outstanding effort. 6 punch-outs, 1 walk, and he gives his battery mate, Chris Iannetta, a big hug there. What a job. He got goosebumps watching. That was a tremendous performance. First shutout for Jerome since 03.
3 strikeouts in the 9th, 6 overall in the ball game. And as Gooby just pointed out, 2 batters over the minimum. 29 batters faced tonight. The first complete game shutout for Jerome Williams in a very long time. It was a 6-0 shutout of the Oakland Athletics at Pac-Bell Ballpark back in 2003, and he did it in grand fashion.
Boy,
a lot
that
of strikes
fastball had movement on it, too. I'll tell you what, he stayed away from the middle of the plate the entire game. His defense was outstanding. Howie Kendrick, not only with the bat, but with the glove, was amazing tonight.
It's the second complete game of the year for the Angels. Jared Weaver had the other one. And for Jerome, he picks up his second win. And now has made 4 starts on the season. A terrific performance, and we get a chance to hopefully join Jerome, who is down on the field. And we will talk to him momentarily. He's getting ready. Jerome, you ready? You can hear us all right? I think you can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
All right.
Give it up for Jerome Williams, everybody. 4-0 complete game shutout over the Minnesota Twins. His first complete game shutout since 2003. Jerome, you had it working all night long.
Yeah, man. I mean, just keeping the ball down, throwing strikes.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Right away in the first inning, you get a ground ball double play from Howie, that great flip over the eye bar. That set the tone, and you just stayed away from the middle plate all game long. Inside, outside, down, change of speed, an outstanding effort by you tonight.
I mean, that's my game, you know. I just want to try and get the ground ball and get strikes and, you know, let my guys play defense.
Hey, Jerome, you deal with a lot of tough guys, especially the top end of the order for the Minnesota Twins, keeping Denard Span off base. You had the pickoff in that third inning, and all of a sudden you went on a stretch. At what point did you start thinking, hey, I got a chance to do something that I hadn't done in a very long time?
I wasn't really worrying about anything like that. I was just trying to put up another 0 and keep the guys in the hunt for a win, and that's what I try to do.
Well, how important was Chris Iannetta behind the plate for you today? You guys seem like you were in such a great rhythm together.
We have a great rhythm together. You know, he's awesome behind the plate, and I'm just thankful that he's behind the plate and doing well.
Well, nice job tonight. Give it up for Jerome Williams, second win of the season. The Halos take the series against the Minnesota Twins, a 4-0 shutout victory, and it was helped out by some home runs off the bat of Torrey Hunter and Howie Kendrick. But Jerome Williams' story tonight, we'll talk a little bit more about that on Angels Live with Chris McGee, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon. Angels Live is coming up next.